Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing, of course, as the Qing of China. Things are going fairly well. We are in the middle of a war with Transoxana and Jaunpur. We've pretty much occupied all of these guys, but now we're moving to occupy hopefully some of Jaunpur's lands so that they will want peace. And then I could really take out Transoxana. They're at 9 war enthusiasm. I believe once we get that to 0, we should be good. And we are still saving money to try and get manufacturers. We're not even halfway there. Getting close towards halfway there, but we still got a ways to go. Let's get this Kashmiri fort, I believe. Right, Kashmir, yes. Let's also harsh treat those rebels. Get more absolutism, of course. Every time, of course, we harsh treat, we get 1 absolutism, so it's actually a pretty good deal for 11 military power. To make sure that nobody even has a chance of rebellion. As long, of course, we don't run out of military power. There we go, we are up to 38 now. 38. Pretty good ruler still on the throne. His really good heir is still only age 9 though, so there's no point in seeing if we need to do anything with them. Still ways to go towards acceptance. These particularists are going to end up taking over that fort. Not careful. I can actually piece these guys out. Or I can push for like another, take this fort, and then I can actually start taking their land, which actually would be rather good. I don't think I can get any Hindi lands, or Hindu land? I don't know, I think it's Hindi actually. Regardless, land owned by Hindus. It's kind of nice that we can use the tributary states as an extension of our occupational range, our coring range. Stop. We can stop it. We can, in fact, stop moving there. Good. Let their army march through, and we can come back for them. Yeah. Oh, I can actually snag land over here. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to take any of it, because they probably have forts in the way. Right. We can take that, and we cannot take that. Looks like the best we can get is a single province. That went reasonably well. We forced them out of the war, which is key. And now if we go reoccupy those forts, we should be good. Although this guy is going to have to march through there first, so he's no longer exiled. And let's get a claim on you guys. There we go. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Let's move these guys up here. I know we're going to be suffering attrition, but what we need to do. Kind of nice that we tributaried Yarkand here because it gives us that much more military access. Plus it allowed us to do this, take this province, which is kind of cool. Although Yarkand is a little bit unhappy that we actually own their lands now, or what they consider to be their lands. Let's do a subject nations. Little issue, press issue. If we want to fight, we can win that. Okay. Will you give us the land I am desiring to take? Let's see if we can clean up some of this border gore, because I know people aren't that happy with it. 100% 100% aggressive expansion, 66 overextension. That should be good. No money though. Big gain though. Big land grab. Shouldn't have to deal with a lot of the these guys. They should automatically leave my lands. Again, also this is going to be lovely because now we'll be able to harsh treat a lot of this region. Positives. Let's move you back over here for the upcoming conflict with Japan. We're actually only 72% overextended due to the way absolutism doesn't entirely register properly, which is rather annoying, actually. 70, we were almost 76% done annexing the Orate Horde, and then it went down. What is behind that? What is behind that? Oh, we have no military power. Does that mean it actually goes down? I don't think it did. Huh, weird. Anyhow, we'll still be able to fight the war with those guys. I'll have to keep an eye on the rebels. As in really keep an eye on the rebels. We actually might run out of military power. Now, we can always call in the clergy if we need to. We'll take another claim on Japan, though, for free. And offend them slightly more, which we're not worried about. I don't think anybody's going to start a coalition versus us. Of course, that could change in a heartbeat. Let's quickly invade here, take over their land. I think there's probably another Siberian Claim Council up here. Maybe. There usually is. I don't know if they're still around. They might have been killed by these guys. I'm not going to really deal with that army. My vassals should deal with that. Not too much issue. You know, one of the things I don't think you can do is I don't think you can actually get a make maps in a peace deal, can you? Huh. I'm gonna have to check that out. I wouldn't mind knowing what's over here. Be rather nice. Already want peace, not good enough. Not good enough indeed. Yeah, let's take the admin power. Tiny bit of inflation, but of course, our national ideas are not national. Economic ideas should slowly be dealing with that. How are we doing getting money? A little over halfway there. Still quite a ways to go though. Okay, 100% war score. Any chance we can get maps here too? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll just take all their land then. Easy does it. And quick 4. They should automatically start marketing back pretty much to try and stop me from taking their land, which I already have, so kind of amusing. And as my other Japanese invasion army returned. They in fact have, and I got a naval leader for some reason. I'll take it. Yeah, we may need to take some military power at some point here. We are up to 41 absolutism. I'd really like to hit 50 so we can trigger court and country. The 10% capped absolutism we can get out of that would be very handy. Shu separatists, relatively easy to repress. Unfortunately, if anyone else gets really rebellious, we can't really deal with them that much. Luckily, the overextension is going down rather quickly. Good to see. Although I'm a little concerned as to why these guys have wandered way over here. Weird. Anyhow, let's get this army out of here. Just barely can afford to harsh treat that. 44. I don't exactly remember when we attack Japan. It's next year, November of next year. So we got less than a year now. Get our troops back in Japanese conquering position. You know what? Let's spy some more on the Japanese. Get a little bit of a spy network going. Now those guys are going back. Take you, move you to there. Oh, thank you, Yarkans. Little bit of money. Yes, that's nice. You know, I should probably use this army first to beat up those guys. Okay, let's just pull you back to Japan. Merge you together and march you this way. Your target is wherever these guys are headed. Still somehow able to keep repressing rebels. Very risky though. Okay, looks like I should be able to catch these guys. They should wanna, yeah, they're gonna automatically march into me. Perfect. And I don't have enough, so let's talk to the nobles. Some support. And then do that. We may in fact have to deal with a revolt or two, considering how low our military power is. That's just the way it goes. We are in fact on the coast. Let's use you to transport there, I guess. August, so we're getting closer and closer to the time of war. The new zealots, we don't really care too much about you. In fact, you should be embraced in 10 years. Assuming we don't get any events that speed it up. Quite a bit, actually. Those events are rather nice. There we go. We can now fight Japan again, and there. Now we can fight Japan. Declare war. We want Aki. We also want Kyoto, but we'll start with what we can get. Let's go march towards Kyoto. They don't have a lot of manpower, and our navy should by now be superior. They are building up their military, but we should be able to keep up with them. Let's stop rebels there. How are we doing to getting towards 50? One more. Okay. One more, and we actually have a group to suppress. We are now at 50 absolutism, and we need an unrest of 1. That might be a little bit harder. Pigtail or death helps quite a bit stabilizing my nation. Oh, we need the fleet. Of course, we need. Where are you? There you go. Yeah. More suppression of you. First, we're going to get war exhaustion here, which should help a little bit. I find it funny, I'm actually rooting for them to destabilize the country a bit. Priorities probably could be a little bit better, but if it helps, it helps. We're going to save that. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. 1,400 more gold. Give or take some. Shinto zealots. How did the Shinto nation run into its own zealot problem, I wonder? And there's the Orate Horde, nicely coming to occupy lands. Almost a shame I have to annex them. They're proving to be a very useful vassal. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough. Knowledge sharing from No, we've pretty much got it in our capital region already. True, we don't have it in these two, I don't think, but we don't really... For 13 gold a month, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. And we can in fact win the fights against the Japanese army. Good to know. Good to know. The coring there. Need 46, so 2 months, assuming no other rebels pop up. And another Japanese military defeat, because for some reason they were dumb enough to walk past my army. And let's suppress you. First, now we have other separatist rebels. Press you. So far, we're staying on top of it. Somehow. Oh, somehow they've actually managed to sneak to the capital. I didn't see that. Well done, Japan. I wasn't paying any attention at all. We're going to be able to get yearly absolutism soon. That should help. Boost it up a little bit. Oh, you actually went that way. Interesting. That army was stopped. Once we take that fort, we should be all set. Lots of things are coming to a head now. Of course, we're almost done with the annexation of Orate. Still got a ways to go to trigger courting country, though. Actually, we're not going to be able to trigger it this war, but 26 years to trigger it. And then, of course, we're going to have to fight tons and tons and tons of rebels. Oh well, it happens. Let's take this island, maybe? Take that island. Take that province and that province? Yeah. That looks good to me. Big conquest of them. You can now purchase. Ooh. Admin efficiency would be rather nice too. Let's take the yearly absolutism. And then lots of coring and lots of rebel suppression, of course. What are we looking at? We have enough unrest, so what I might do... Nah, I won't do that. I was going to say I might just go declare war on the Ming and then not actually fight them. But we won't do that. Instead, we will repress you. I think we have another province we can core. Yep. And now, who do I want to pick a fight with? Ava's got allies. Ayutthaya has quite a few allies. Wrong tributary state. Biryata's good. Nogai might actually be a good target. Yeah. We'll pick a fight with Nogai, because we have enough there, so that should... As long as we don't core all this land before we start the war, we should trigger courting country. Although I do wish we had more military power. I don't have to deal with actual revolts. How many? 45,000. We want to stop you. Hit 100 just as I suppress them a bit. Okay. The craziness, of course, is going to be either restraining Japan or restraining China, both of which are going to be a bit of a endeavor. Okay, you're there. We can support a lot more troops now. Okay, let's see if we can raise any more banners. We can. That's 5 units. That is 7 units. You're fully raised. You're fully raised. We'll go with 7 for now, because now we have to put at least 7 or 8 infantry units here as well. We'll do 8. That should give us a full military there. We have 9 cannons, so we should be good. And that should also strengthen our military in the world. We're now 4th. We don't look as pathetic as compared to Russia, despite being almost twice Russia's development. Can't suppress these guys, so it's frustrating. Yeah, we have to deal with 1 or 2 of these rebels. They're both going to rebel this turn unless I do something, so let's repress you. Let's core that one. That should be good. And we should be functioning fine on that front. And we pull you together. That all my... It isn't yet. Let's march you back there. Finish off those rebels. Not too worried about them. A little bit more worried about all the Japanese ones, honestly. Although with 2 armies in Japan, I honestly should just let them revolt and then crush them. Yeah, let's do that. We'll let the Japanese revolt. We will crush the Japanese. Hopefully that means courting country really shouldn't be a disaster in Japan itself, and it should just focus in this area. Although to be honest, we are still rather weak compared to where we should be. I can suppress these guys though. That will give us 61 absolutism. That's a reasonably good number. 103 in terms of discipline, plus 10% for each of the banner cavalry we have. Or at least on the banner cavalry. So, there we go. Let's pull you over to there. Let's fabricate a claim on you. Oh, we actually already had a claim on them. Darn. I didn't see that. We might as well get 2 claims, I guess. Yamana have revolted. There we go. I think I'll actually end this here, and next episode we will start dealing with, hopefully being able to deal with courting country, and we'll see where things take us from there. Hopefully we can actually win it this time. I'll remember to actually repress the rebels rather than letting them rise up and gain independence, which is what I did under the British campaign, and that, didn't end well. So, thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.